This is a video tour of Mom and Dad's new house. We made this for Renee. Hope you're enjoying your stay in Japan, and we all miss you. Here's the outside view of the new house. And inside, we are going into the living room. It's got lovely green carpet and oak paneling, which Mom just adores. It's fairly spacious. Mom wants to knock out that far wall over there where she's standing, not the ones at the windows, of course, but, well, she probably wants to do that too. It's a pretty big living room. It's currently actually full of boxes right now. And it's fairly spacious, as you can see. Going down the hallway here, we've got the master bedroom and the only bathroom. Here is the master bedroom. Mom's really not a fan of the wallpaper there. I personally don't think it's that bad, but she hates it. So, I don't know, it's wallpaper. And it's not that great of a room, not that big, but it's really the only real bedroom in the place. And the bathroom, which is pink. And Mom actually likes the pink, which surprised me. She's usually not big on colors like that. But she likes it, and she in fact wants to get some custom tile for the area in the back behind her where it's mismatched. And her kitchen, which is all kinds of lovely 70s colors, and the back wall, which is not painted. Very, very small dining room. I don't know how she's going to fit everyone in here, but they'll figure it out. And great view, though. It's woods all around, creek on one side. Here we got woods, back there you got a swamp. It's over here we've got the creek, as you can see, and looks out. You can sit here and eat, look out, and take a look at that. It's pretty beautiful out. And here we go back again. Why did I put a fade there? And we are going downstairs, I believe. Here we go. The basement is unfinished, but they're putting Jacob and Emily down here. I guess that's where the trolls go or something, I'm not sure. But it's pretty dark and unfinished. Emily got an actual bedroom, and Jacob just kind of got a little section cordoned off with bookshelves for him. But there we go, and the water heater and water filter and all that fun stuff. I'm sure you wanted to see that. But here we go. That section we're looking at now is now Jacob's bedroom. They just kind of, right there, they just stuck bookshelves around it and made it his room. And coming up here is Emily's room, which she wants to paint it pink and green or something like that. I can't remember, some weird color combination, you know, Emily. So bars over the windows for some reason. It's a basement with bars over the windows, over the teeny little windows that Emily couldn't crawl through. There's Mom's best view. And going upstairs, this is Matthew's room. This place is very cramped and small. I couldn't believe it. Matt's going to be in the outside section, and he's got a little section behind there. There's Mom and Jacob. Mom still doesn't know that the camera's got no volume at this point. She's been talking and narrating all along. And here's Matt's room. It's very small. Just so you can get a feeling of how small this is, I'm going to have Mom stand down at the end here, and you can see the actual size. You can see kind of there, but take a look here. I mean, she's got, what, 6 inches of clearance there? Yeah, it's pretty cramped. Yeah, I just made a joke about her height there. She still thinks there's sound. She's delusional. I won't spoil her fun. And the attic. I'm sure you wanted to see the attic. Yeah, I kind of smacked my head on the ceiling there. We all wanted Emily to have this room, but I don't know. Mom was on her side. You women always stick together. And outdoors. Yes, I can put little titles on too. There's the lovely shed. Matthew wants to build a whole full-size barn so he can have goats or chickens or moose or something, I don't know. Some broken down grapevines. The property goes all the way back there quite a ways. It's a really long piece of property. And there all along that is all creek front, about, I don't know, maybe 500 feet, 600 feet. It's quite a bit of creek front property. I was surprised. Interestingly enough, we actually looked at this property 10 years ago and wanted to buy it, but it was beyond our price range. And 10 years later, we now own it. So here we go down. No, we're not even at the end of the property. There's still quite a ways down on the end of the property. It just was muddy. I didn't want to keep going. So, let's see here. Getting up to the creek. A little easier said than done in the mud. But there's the fire pit. That's a fire pit. And there's the creek. It's actually pretty cold this time of year. It was about 25 degrees out when I filmed this. Sitting out there freezing. Just for you, Renee. You better appreciate it. And there is the creek. It's a creek. It'll be fun in the summer. It'll be much nicer in the summer once this is all greened up. And here's the back side of the property. It's woods and a little bit of a swampland there. It's really nice back here. This'll really be the gem of the property in the spring. So the kids will have a blast playing back here. And of course Mom will have a blast cleaning up after all of them. And there's a lot of shots of the swamp. I don't know why I didn't cut some of that out. And more swamp. Lots of swamp, you get the point. And more swamp. It's got a nice swamp. And there's an old Willys Jeep that somebody made a homemade car out of with plywood and sheet metal. It doesn't drive. Thank goodness, because you know Matthew would probably end up putting it in the swamp. It's got a nice swamp, did I mention that? And this part of the property is not particularly impressive. They had a garden back here somewhere. We're not sure how far back it goes because the survey is pretty vague and uses remarks like, 20 feet past the old stump. And no, that isn't Mom. I thought it was, but going back up here. Yes, I know my camera work at this point looks like Oliver Stone and Natural Born Killers. But no, I did not film Natural Born Killers. Thought of putting in some of the crazy color hues like he had in there, but figured you wouldn't appreciate it. And climbing up this bank, easier said than done again in the mud and ice. And going up here, we'll give you some shots of the creek here. And there's the creek, and we're near the end. It's the same creek we looked at before, not particularly impressive this time of year. It's muddy. And go back towards the house here. We'll come up on, you'll see a brief glimpse of Rob and Carolina here. They came out to help clean up the place for the day. While he was up here for Christmas. And they didn't stay for very long. Those Californians have to go running back after a little bit of cleaning. I think Carolina wanted to, but Rob, he just doesn't like helping out Mom too much. I'm her favorite child. We obviously figured that out after I stayed and helped clean. Who am I kidding? Cher's her favorite. We all know that. And more shots of the creek. And the creek. It's kind of pretty bright out, actually. It was very, very bright, very cold. No rain that day. And there's a brief Rob and Carolina sighting again. And we're heading back towards the house. Here's the rear shot of the house. Just a little salt box or Cape Cod, whatever they're called, type house. The little nook on the side.